I am Count Accident, descendant of a long line of accidents. I've been expecting you. Welcome to my ancestral home, the House of Accident. You are the first humans to be admitted to my museum of mishaps. Here I have assembled exquisite instruments of torture. It has taken me years of spying on the homes of you humans to gather ideas on how I might cause accidents. But at last, it's finished. An authentic recreation of a typical human home. A gallery of goofs. Here, a dungeon of danger. Abilities for accident everywhere. Razor sharp. Some meddling fool invented a rack to keep the blades covered. But many of you humans still leave the sharp cutting edges exposed. See how no detail is too small to escape my notice? These knives might be reversed so that their handles would be up. But observe how carefully I have arranged them so that their deliciously vicious points are thrusting upwards, ready to stab at any unwary arms or hands that pass too closely. My wife has also picked up some elegant touches from you clever people that add to the hazards of this room.
For you humans, this is one of the most useful appliances in the whole house for causing accidents. I've seen people prepare all kinds of exotic fires and burns with very little practice. One of the specialties of some humans is flaming cook. You need only a few simple ingredients: a stove and a cook dressed in a blouse with floppy sleeves, ruffles, or bows. Simply brush the fabric near the flames and whoosh, flaming cook. Another favorite recipe is blazing kitchen. You can prepare this popular disaster in several ways. Simply place paper towels, newspapers, or other combustibles near a lighted burner and leave the room for a few minutes. A more dramatic variation of the same recipe is prepared by simply overheating grease, fat, or oil in a skillet while you leave the room. The very fastest way to spread the flames is to throw water on them. Water splatters the burning grease, so your cabinets and curtains will catch on fire too. But remember, if you want to create a truly memorable kitchen fire, you must avoid some safe practices. For example, a good way to safely put out a grease fire is to cover it with a lid to smother the flames and move this hot skillet to a cool burner. Now here's another simple no-fail recipe for disaster. An ordinary pan of boiling water. Notice how the handle sticks out over the edge of the range. A curious child sees the handle, reaches up, and so. For a nice change of pace on their accident menu, humans often turn the handle over the top of another lighted burner. Then when someone grabs the hot metal handle, they burn their fingers, drop the pan, and splash scalding liquid all over themselves. See, it isn't hard to be a hazardous homemaker. If you keep aerosol cans near a hot burner on your range, I guarantee you that sooner or later... But don't neglect the refrigerator. To prepare a truly violent dose of food poisoning, just take out ground meat, cream sauces, and foods containing salad dressings, and let them stand at room temperature for a few hours. That's all there is to it. Bacteria multiply quickly in foods such as these at room temperature.
Excuse me, my dear, but speaking of poison, I have something very special to show our friends. An arsenal of anguish. A sinister smorgasbord. Enough deadly poisons, caustic chemicals, and acids to bring joy to my evil heart. And more in the garage. And in the laundry room. And in my workshop.
Notice how accessible these little killers are? In a safe home, they'd be hidden high up on shelves, out of the reach of children, or locked away safely in cabinets. But this is the house of accidents, a museum of mayhem. And I keep them out in the open where anybody can get at them easily.
Even worse, think what horrors are perpetrated by people who store leftover laundry bleach in a cider jug. Or who pour that little dab of unused weed killer into a soft drink bottle. Or keep their unused rat poison in a cookie box. A truly fiendish idea. But perhaps it is one that you are already familiar with. Ah, my pride and joy. I do some of my very finest work in here. Extraordinary devices for causing accidents. If they are left unlocked and plugged in, anyone can accidentally turn them on. Music to my ears. A handy way to trim your fingernails all the way up to the wrist is to operate power tools without the safety shields and blade guards in place. Now, let's move along quickly. I want you to see my bathroom. Ah, yes. The possibilities here are endless. This, full of dangerous drugs and medicines, even aspirin. Oh, don't underestimate aspirin. Large doses of aspirin poison more children than any other drug. Most people think that child-proof caps on medicine bottles are enough of a precaution to protect children. That is their first mistake. The safe way is to keep medicines out of reach or locked away. But most people don't learn until it's too late. Notice how easy it would be to get these two bottles mixed up. Of course, a medicine that is prescribed to cure one person may become a lethal elixir for someone else. Oh, but if the light is dim, or if the bulb should burn out at night, like this, then you can't tell cough medicine from cologne. Anyone who takes medicine in the dark is likely to get intimately acquainted with a stomach pump. The directions and dosage instructions on many medicine bottles are most important to safety, but humans often destroy the instructions. Watch what happens when I pour from the label side of the bottle. Now it is impossible to read the directions. Diabolical, if I do say so myself. Another sentimental favorite. Used razor blades. Imagine how much pain can be caused by just dropping razor blades unwrapped into the wastebasket instead of disposing of them safely. And just as much damage can be done by broken glass or jagged tin can lids. Here is such a common hazard, I almost hesitate to mention it. Start with a frayed or split appliance cord. Really excellent for causing fires or giving shocks. But when humans plug such an appliance into a bathroom, almost anywhere in the bathroom, they have an all-time, all-pro safety hazard. Imagine what happens if someone is standing here with one hand in the water and touches the radio with the other hand. Or, more dangerous still, what if they perch the radio on the edge of the tub like this while they are in the bath and it falls into the tub with them? Oh, you are shocked? What's this? Oh. Junior! Get in here right now! Did you put this rubber safety mat in the bathtub?
Well, Papa.
Don't you know that rubber safety mats are supposed to prevent falls in the bathtub?
Yes,
Have you forgotten already that falls are the #1 killer in American homes?
I know, Papa.
I don't ever want to see another one of these in this house again. I'm going to get rid of this disgusting thing right now. Oh.
Okay, Papa.
Yeah! Junior, did you leave this roller skate here in the hallway?
Yes, sir.
The boy is learning. He almost killed me. He's going to amount to something after all.
I really have been trying, sir. See, I've wrinkled up the throw rugs so everybody'll trip over them. And I've been very good about leaving my toys scattered all over. And I threw away the ladder so people will have to climb up on chairs and wiggly piles of boxes to reach high things. Oh, and did you see what I did to the basement stairs?
Oh, I will look.
I took out the handrail, I loosened one of the steps, and I put out the light bulb so it'd be dark on the stairs.
I noticed that.
While Papa's downstairs, let me show you around. I've been practicing with matches so I can accidentally burn. Oh, here's Papa.
So there you are. Precocious little monster, isn't he? What's that? You have to leave so soon? But there are so many more things I wanted you to see. Ah, well, if you really must go, I hope you've enjoyed the tour. You know, I've been to your house many times. What, you were not aware of that? Why, that's where I get some of my very best ideas. You know, you are almost as good at causing accidents as I am. Look around when you get home. You will find many of the same hazards you have seen here in the House of Accidents. You can bet your life on it.